Welcome back to JPTV. I'm Pete Downing.
And I'm Anders Morgan with William D. with Sports. This week we will cover the Batman, March Madness, the ACT, and the weather.
The Batman. March 4th was the day The Batman was released in theaters. It was met with critical and commercial acclaim. Batman superfan Ellen Waits dropped by once again to fill us in on why the movie was such a big success.
Welcome back, everyone. We are joined today once again by Batman superfan Ellen Waits. Ellen, how are we doing today?
We're doing so good. I detest being called a superfan.
Yeah, no, hey, you kind of are. And so, obviously, the Batman came out.
It did.
People are going crazy about it. A little birdie told me that when Ellen went to go see it on opening night, within the first 2 minutes, she was in tears. Ellen, walk me through what was going through your head when...
It was not in tears. It was a single tear. It was because, it just opened, and automatically I could get the feeling that, I was about to see, a Batman movie, and I felt like I was about to see it done right. And, in my opinion, there has never been a live-action Batman done right. And so it was just no. And I fully say it. Dark Knight was good, but... the movie was good, but I don't think the Batman was good. The character,
wow.
I don't think Christian Bale was good. So, I don't know, just in the first few moments, it kind of was oh my God, I'm about to actually see, a character that I love, done right.
Yeah. Now, okay, so you've never seen it done right live action, and then you walk into The Batman. Walk me through the movie. Walk me through your thoughts.
I thought it's just fantastic. It has that, grittier vibe that is kind of necessary with a year 1 and year 2 Batman, and they managed to make him skilled enough where he is Batman, but they still made him falter enough where it's year 2 Batman. He attacks the cops, or he skydives off a building and falls and struggles, and he doesn't save the day. The seawall gets destroyed and the city gets flooded. And it's just kind of what you kind of need from a year 2 Batman story, because if he's successful all the time, that's not Batman. That's some other of these Wonder Woman, Superman, people who has that power to stop everything.
Now, okay, so final question. Out of 10, what would you rate The Batman?
I would say probably a 10 out of 10. I walked out of the movie and I was I think this is one of my favorite movies now. It immediately shot up my favorite movie list.
Oh, wow.
Which is hard to do.
I was about to say, yeah, it's favorite superhero movie list?
Actually, my favorite movie list and my favorite superhero movie list are very different.
I was about to say.
My favorite superhero movie is Winter Soldier. My favorite movie is Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
I think it went up my favorite movie list, but not my favorite superhero list. It's probably third on my superhero list and first on my movie list.
Okay.
So I think it's definitely one of my favorite movies now.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was just an enjoyable watch also.
Well, Ellen, I am so glad that you liked it. If you hadn't liked it, I'm sure we would have...
Oh, you would have heard about it.
This would have been a much angrier interview. But I'm so happy that you liked it. I'm so happy that you enjoyed it. And thank you for stopping by and talking to us about it.
I'm so glad I got to again.
So yeah, we'll see y'all next time.
Honestly, I thought Dark Knight was way better. I just didn't like this movie. I don't know about you, but...
Well, continuing on,
there's a lot
this
to be
week
said.
on Ferguson and Fry Wonder Why, Margie Fry and Sheila Ferguson attempt a try not to laugh challenge. But to switch it up, they have water in their mouth. Let's take a look.
Welcome back to Ferguson and Fry Wonder Why. I'm Margie Fry.
I'm Sheila Ferguson, and today we're doing a challenge.
We're doing a try not to laugh challenge. We have special guests, Peter Downing and Cooper Moore. And so the game is we're going to put water in our mouth and try not to laugh at the video that's being played on the TV in front of us.
We're going to start it, okay? All right.
All right. I'm calling it right now. $20 if I don't laugh. Wants to take that on the line. Video hasn't even started yet. All right. This is going to be the funny part. It's this right here. We got. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? Oh my god.
Your grandmother.
Oh my god, Mom, who is this? Oh my god!
Give me a hug.
Oh my god. Why are you kissing me?
I'll swallow this.
Do you know who am I? Yeah.
It's dripping.
I am so sorry.
Stop me.
It's okay. Here. Wipe your mouth, baby. You're okay. Wipe your hair.
Chase, take care of your sister. You don't let your sister cry.
Get off me!
I didn't know you put that one in there.
Sorry, but you stole it.
I want to take it back. Please.
Sakari, you already left.
Mom, please don't call the cops. Please.
Sakari, I don't know what you want me to do. You stole the cup.
I'm scared. Please. I'm just a little son. I'm your son.
And that's it for this week's show.
We'll be back next week with more shows.
I never spit out any water. I want to highlight that.
Congratulations. So does that make you the winner
What do I get?
of the?
Do I get anything?
Well, I mean, you're the one being interviewed.
Pat on the back, I guess. I don't know. Okay, thank you. All right, I'm getting interviewed. Scott Shive interviews Jack Harvey about the hype of March Madness. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Jack Harvey. We're here to talk about March Madness. It's a big deal here around the school recently. Jack, could you talk to me about what is March Madness?
Yes, so it's a big tournament of college basketball where there's 64 teams, and there's 4 different regions, and they'll play, and it'll get like down to 32 teams and 16, Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4, and then like the national championship. And there's a lot of different upsets that occur. We make it hard to bet and a lot more exciting and stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of fun watching.
So this being the playoffs, what makes it different from other playoff tournaments in college sports?
Well, just like the excitement of you don't know exactly who's going to win because one team can get hot randomly, one team can suck randomly, versus like in baseball or football, it's a lot different. There's different games, different players, depth, all that kind of stuff are factors.
So talking about brackets, I know in March Madness you can make your own bracket, but I know everyone went out very quickly this year. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so usually I think that people can make it out of the first round. It's rare, but like you can. This year nobody made it out of the first round with the perfect bracket. I know the Iowa State LSU game was the last one for ESPN that had one, and LSU lost and they were upset again. Shocker. So nobody ended up with a perfect bracket, and Warren Buffett's outstanding $1 billion for the perfect bracket still is outstanding. So yeah. And, yeah.
So talking about upsets, there have been a lot of big ones this season with like St. Peter's and Kentucky, a lot of teams like that. What do you think is bringing that to the table with so many this season as compared to past seasons?
Why are there so many upsets this year?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot every year, but it's really odd to have a 15 seed beat a 2 seed, and just the luck of the draw, I guess. St. Peter's came in hungry. They haven't been in the tournament very much. This is their first year coming to the Sweet 16, so they came in hungry and Kentucky didn't. My bracket busted because of that very early. So, but yeah, I'm a big St. Peter's fan now.
Well, I guess it goes to show that just about anyone can win a March Madness.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So,
yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you, Jack. It's been a pleasure talking to you about this. Thank you.
Oh.
And Arkansas is the only SEC team now that is still left in March Madness, so we'll be looking forward to that. And we'll be right back after this short commercial break with sports and William Dees.
Have you ever wondered, where can I get my Jackson Prep apparel? Well, then I've got the answer for you. Right here at the Jackson Prep Patriot Shop, open 3 days a week on Patriot Avenue, we've got everything you need. We got t-shirts, we got tank tops, we got sweatshirts, we've got sweatpants, we've got polos, we've got blankets, we've got teddy bears, face masks, and other fun accessories. We've even got duffel bags and stadium chairs. And we've even got football. So shop till you drop at the Patriot Shop, open 3 days a week, right here on Patriot Avenue.
Here at Jackson Prep, we strive for excellence and greatness. We take pride in our athletes, our program's histories, our facilities, our state championships, and our all sports awards. The Booster Club allows our athletes great benefits. With the Booster Club, we are able to remodel facilities such as the new locker room under the stand or the new women's weight room. We would like you to join the Booster Club today at jacksonprep.org.
Now it's time for your weekly look into the Jackson Prep world of sports. Over the past couple of years, spring break has meant one thing for sure to the Jackson Prep students. That's having to click 100 times to get through all of the baseball team's beach Snapchat stories. But also, it usually means a solid performance for the team at the Battle of the Beach in Gulfport, Mississippi, where multiple teams from across the South come to test their ability against top competition. This year was no different for your Patriots, going 5-0 on the week. In Game 1, Jackson Prep took on St. George's. Prep showed off their depth in the bullpen during this one. Matthew Cochran started the game on the mound, and Cy Craig, who's coming off a hand injury, came in for the save. Behind their pitching, Jackson Prep will go on to win, 5-1. In Game 2 against Southeast Lauderdale, junior Graham Busby led the team on the mound, and hitting was no issue. Senior catcher Eli Birch gave the team some much-needed momentum, finding his swing with a home run over the center field wall, and the Patriots would win again, 8-3. Game 3, the Patriots would remain on track, playing North Point Christian. The pitching for the Patriots was on fire in this one, with Ford McDaniel and Will Gibbs only allowing 1 run combined, which will lead to another dominant Patriot win, 5-1. Finally, the junior varsity got their chance to show what they could do in the Battle of the Beach against a solid opponent from Memphis and MUS. Clayton Grubbs was the star in this game, hitting his first home run of the year, and Prep will win big, 8-1. Following this game to wrap up the Battle of the Beach, the varsity team then took on MUS in their 5th game. It's often said that it's not how you start, but how you finish. But last week, the Patriots did both. They totaled 17 hits as a team with Owen Abney and Jagger Mooneyham's home runs. Rumor has it that Jagger Mooneyham even showed off a glimpse of his dance moves, hitting the gritty as he came across home plate. This one ended in a statement, Prep winning big, 17-0. After outscoring their opponents 35-5 while capturing a 5-0 record on the break, your baseball team continued their dominance Thursday with a 9-2 win over Hartfield, led by Owen Abney and Reeves Reynolds home runs. The Open Conference play next week against MRA. Following that, we'll be right back after this quick commercial.
Jackson Prep. It's a place for artists, a place for scholars,
A place for athletes.
an all-around amazing place.
To be who you are and all that you aspire to be.
Discover your Jackson Prep possibilities.
Join us for a tour.
Discover your voice.
Discover your creativity.
Discover your opportunity.
And your dream.
Discover your vision.
Your vibe.
Your passion. And your moment to shine.
Join Applause this school year as the Fine Arts program at Jackson Prep leaves a lifelong impression on students' hearts and minds. We would love to grow this legacy with your support and dedication. Join Applause today.
You know, I was wondering, Dees, is Owen Abney leading the team in home runs? That's 5 home runs now.
He is.
So Owen Abney leading the team in home runs. That's 5 home runs for the season. With that being said, the ACT is going to be given here at Prep on the 29th. It's next Tuesday. So Dylan went around and asked a few teachers how students could prepare for the ACT. Let's take a look.
This upcoming Tuesday, March 29th, Jackson Prep sophomores and juniors will be taking the ACT. We went around and asked a few teachers about how they have prepared their students within their ACT prep courses. We spoke with Ms. McCowan and first asked her why the ACT is important.
ACT is an important test for admissions into college. Not only do certain colleges require a certain ACT score in order to be admitted, but it also provides scholarship money for you depending on how high you score.
We also asked her what she was doing to prepare her students in her ACT prep class.
We start by first taking an entire ACT test, including the English, the reading, the math, and the science, and then we score it, and we take that information and see where students are strong and weak in order to target what needs to be worked on, and then we give them practice questions based off of what they're really struggling with. And then we also allowed the students this semester to kind of pick what topics that they were struggling with the most, and if they were really struggling with science, they could go and work on science. If they were really struggling in math, they could work on math, and kind of depending on what they were struggling with in math kind of dictated what I would teach within that class.
And finally, will the ACT given by Prep on the 29th officially count for students taking the test?
Okay, so the test that we at Prep are giving on Tuesday for 11th graders, it is an official ACT, will count for colleges, will count for super scores if you've taken them before. It will count, you will get an official report from ACT.org on the results that you take on Tuesday. For 10th graders, it is a diagnostic ACT test. It will look exactly like an ACT test. However, it will not count as an official score, but it is beneficial in preparing for the ACT your coming junior year, your upcoming junior year, because it will allow, if you take ACT workshops at Prep that are offered during the summer and at night before ACT, to help those people that run the workshops know where you're at. It will also, if you're taking ACT Prep next year as a course, it gives us a baseline of where you're at as a 10th grader to know what you need to work on so that you're most successful when you take it, hopefully numerous times in your 11th grade year.
Well, how about that ACT? Peter, what did you get on the ACT?
Just read the script.
Mississippi escaped the storms that moved through the South, resulting in several tornadoes touching down and knocking out Power 2000s. On March 22nd, 2022, damage had been reported and observed tornadoes had been spotted as severe storms barreled through Mississippi. Damaging wind gusts, tornadoes, and large hail were all possible. Most of South Mississippi is under a level 3 and 4 risk for severe weather. This means we could see numerous strong and severe storms. The majority of the state was under extreme tornado warnings and flash flood warnings. Some schools, just like Prep, your school, if you're watching this and you attend Prep, were shut down early so that their students were able to get home and take cover. The weather radar showed that there were four tornadoes that hit ground in the South. The Jackson mayor declared a local emergency ahead of the storms on Tuesday. The city was distributing sandbags until 4 p.m. and residents were advised to remain vigilant and have emergency supplies on hand. The city closed its early childhood development centers and senior centers as a precaution, according to a news release. A reported tornado caused damage, including downed trees and power lines in the Vicksburg area in Warren County. John Elfer, director of the county's emergency management, told the Vicksburg Post that at least 4 tornadoes were reported in the area Tuesday afternoon.
Do we know about any damage in the Jackson area?
4 homes were damaged, including 3 houses with roof damage and a mobile home hit by a falling tree.
In Vicksburg.
As spring is arriving and warm, moist air collides with cool, dry air, thunderstorms apparently can occur.
But we're not meteorologists.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that may be tornadoes, but I could be wrong.
Either way,
bringing lightning, tornadoes, and flooding.
Well, thank you for watching JPTV. We'll be back next week, not at this same time. I'm Pete Downing.
And I'm Anders Morgan. And
William Dees with sports. We'll see you around.
Good.
Fantastic.